take a moment to see, have you ever taken the time to accept yourself? Grand Rising Benji. So as it is, the message today is the transformative message that I have for you today is the power of self-acceptance. The power of self-acceptance. In a world obsessed with change and improvement, have you ever stopped to ask yourself, what if I'm enough just as I am right now? Because a lot of times it's so easy for you to think and believe that you're not enough and believe that you're not okay and believe that maybe you should look differently, believing that you're supposed to be something else, somewhere else, somehow. But what if? What if you're enough just as you are? What if you're enough just the way you stand, just the way you're talking, just however you have chosen to be? What if you're enough? This does not mean that you're giving up on growth or progress. Because a lot of times that's what people think. The minute you say that you accept yourself, that means that you're done growing. It doesn't mean you're done growing. It doesn't mean that you're done with your progress. But it simply means that you accept yourself just as you are, instead giving you even more opportunity for growth. Because now you understand that, you know what? I'm good. I'm enough. So I get to open up myself to even more growth. It means creating a foundation of self acceptance so strong that your growth becomes an act of love, not desperation. Most people are stuck trying to fix themselves because they believe they are inherently broken. Some way, somehow, somebody told them they were damaged. Somebody told them they were done. Therefore, they're stuck in a loop of constantly trying to fix themselves. But what if you realize you're not broken? Would you be disappointed? What if you're not broken? You're just unfolding. Here's the truth, though. The greatest impact we can make starts with a radical embrace of who we are. Your flaws, your fears, your struggles, they are not signs of failure, but evidence of your humanity. And your humanity is what makes you capable of empathy, connection, and greatness. When you begin when you begin to accept yourself fully, you stop chasing external validation and start building internal peace. So the reason so many are so bothered is because they're constantly on another loop of chasing external validation. They believe that whatever they are looking for is on the outside of them instead of the inside of them. You become the safe space you've been searching for in others when you accept yourself fully. Also, you attract the right people and opportunities because you are aligned with your authentic self. So, are you ready for that? Are you ready to stop chasing external validation and start building internally? Start building internal peace, internal love, internal care, internal validation, internal qualification. Are you ready? Are you ready to become the safe space that you've been looking for, that you've been seeking, that you've been searching everywhere, that you've been searching in others? Are you ready to become that safe space for your own self? Are you ready to attract the right people into your life? To attract the right opportunities because you choose to align with your authentic self? Are you willing? Are you ready? The challenge today, instead of criticizing yourself, offer grace. Instead of fixing yourself, addressing yourself, seeing yourself, nurture yourself. Nurture yourself. Instead of beating up on yourself, instead of constantly trying to criticize yourself and beating up on yourself, nurture yourself. Sometimes that's all you need to make a difference. Sometimes that's all you need to make a change. Take time and nurture yourself. Look in the mirror and see a masterpiece in progress, not a problem to be solved, not a broken character that needs to be fixed. Because too often we always seeing ourselves as something that we are not. We're giving credits to everybody else. And we forget to take the time to give credits to ourselves. When others see someone unapologetically embracing who they are, it gives them permission to do the same. Namaste, my queen. Welcome. Thank you. Okay? So when others see someone like yourself unapologetically embracing who you are, it gives them permission to do the same thing. Don't you want to be that inspiring, that motivating, that empowered, where you can actually allow others to be the best of themselves? Be that light, be that example. This is how we create ripples that transform not just our lives, but the lives of everyone around us. So let me share today's mantra, or one of them with you, is I am enough as I am. My growth is a journey of love, not lack. I accept myself fully, and in doing so, I know that I inspire others to do the same. And sometimes some of the others, or one of the others that you inspire is also yourself. So imagine you inspire you. You inspired the upgraded version of you. So, again, today's mantra: I am enough, just I am enough as I am. My growth is a journey of love, not lack. I accept myself fully, and in doing so, I inspire others to do the same. So take this message into your heart, live it fully, and watch the world changes in response to your courage. Because you got up today and decide to be who you are, decide to be how you are, then the world gets to be better. The world gets to be balanced. Your environment, your surroundings get to be inspired. And as you can imagine, there are some hidden barriers when it comes to self acceptance. The greatest challenge to self acceptance and the force that renders so many powerless to embrace themselves can be traced to one word. One word and one word only: shame. Shame is not just a fleeting feeling. It's not the type that just passes and it's over. It's a deeply embedded narrative that you incorporate in your life, you put inside of your head, you forge in your mind. It's that voice that whispers constantly in your head and in your heart and in your mind that you are not enough. You'll never measure up. Your flaws define you. And it just plays over and over and over like that broken record. You are not enough. You'll never measure up. Your flaws define you. You are not enough. Who do you think you are? You're not enough. You'll never measure up. Have you looked around you? Your flaws define you. Look at you. Do you remember who you used to be? Do you remember where you're from? Do you remember where you used to be? That's the broken record that plays constantly in your head, bringing you to shame. And silent you stay. You suck it all in. But do you know that shame thrives in silence, in secrecy, and comparison? Long as you're allowing shame to overcome your life, long as you're tolerating shame, shame will thrive in your life in your silence. Shame will thrive in your secrecy. Shame will thrive in your choice to compare with others. It convinces people that their worth is tied to their past mistakes. Societal expectations or unattainable ideals. And in today's world, shame is amplified by the constant exposure to curated lives, perfectionist standards, and relentless judgment. So, when you know that you have shame in your life, be careful. Be careful. Check yourself. See yourself. Acknowledge yourself, assess yourself, evaluate where you are. Don't allow shame to thrive because it's just as bad as mold, as any other life threatening diseases. Now, let's talk about what challenges us today. One, the comparison trap. Social media has become the theater of perfection where people showcase their highlights. Remember? Their highlights, and hide their struggles, hide their real life, hide real life experience. In the meantime, constantly showcasing their highlights. They showcase their vacation, but they never showcase how they're having difficulty paying their bills or being on time with their bills. They showcasing when they're having a good time with their partner, but they will never showcase, or they'll never showcase when they're having an argument, or they will hide the fact that they're actually going through a separation. So this fuels a culture of comparison, a constant comparison that leaves individuals feeling like they can never measure up. No matter how much you do, it seems like you can never measure up because every time you turn around, someone seems to be doing it better than you. Even if they originally copied it from you. So even if you're an authentic person who's constantly creating and using yourself properly, if you don't know who you are, you get to lose yourself. So that's why it's important constantly. I'm challenging you guys and I'm supporting you and I'm letting you know that I'm here for you, that it's important for you to know who you are, because when you don't, people will manipulate you. People will play with your feelings. You will get stuck in comparison trap, thinking that what you're doing is not enough, thinking what you're doing is not big enough, is not presentable enough. But you can only do what you can. You only know what you know. And every day, that's what you got to keep striving to know more, to do better, to elevate, to upgrade, to be your best, to explore and expand your potential. Secondly, societal expectations. We're talking now about the challenges that we endure or we confront today. Societal exposures is the second one. From from rigid beauty standards to career achievements. Society imposes definitions of success that are often impossible or even irrelevant to our individual journeys. So when people fail to meet these expectations that are set forth, shame takes root. When you're seeing that you're doing the best that you can and someone else whose channel that just started is taking off and you've been there for like 5 years, 4 years, and yours can take off, and you start to compare. You start bringing in the societal expectations that, you were supposed to be this way and that way. You were supposed to be that way, but not this way. So then shame take roots. Third, unresolved trauma. For many, the inability to accept themselves stems from wounds they have yet to heal, past experiences of rejection, abuse, or neglect can become barriers to seeing their inherent worth. So a lot of times I'm saying that it's not that you don't have worth, but it's just because of your unresolved traumas, unaddressed traumas, unhealed. issues of the past, it's hard for you to see your worth. It's challenging for you to be able to see your worth because you are so blinded by past experiences that hurt you, past experiences that made you feel damaged, that made you feel hurt, that made you feel rejected, that made you feel abused, that made you feel manipulated, neglected, that hurt you. So it's not that you don't have worth, but it's difficult to see because of what you're going through. Fourth, fear of vulnerability. Self acceptance requires facing oneself honestly, or you can even say facing yourself authentically. But for many, vulnerability feels too risky. The fear of judgment or rejection keeps them from truly exploring who they are. So sometimes it's not that you couldn't share your story, it's not that you couldn't just help someone else in their challenges, but you fear if you say anything that you will be judged. People will see you differently. You will become the subject of the day. You will become a subject in places that you would rather not. So, fear of vulnerability is another. Five, lack of authentic community. Encouragement and therapy are powerful. But if someone doesn't have a genuine supportive community, their efforts towards self acceptance can feel isolated and futile. Let me say that one more time because I really need you to get this. Encouragement and therapy are powerful. But if someone doesn't have a genuine supportive community, their efforts towards self acceptance can feel isolated and futile. So it's important for you to understand that having a, a community that understands you, that supports you, that accepts you as you are is an important thing. A lot of times what you're looking for is not where you are. You go to places that you're not welcome. You go to places where you're not accepted. And then you wonder. So encourage yourself to ensure that where you are, the table you're sitting at, you are welcome. You're not just showing up, you are welcome there. Now let's talk about the lack of power today. At its core, the inability to accept oneself stems from being disconnected from oneself, from others, and from a sense of purpose. In a society that prioritizes external achievements over internal peace, people lose the tools to build the relationship that matters most, the one with themselves. So while you're busy out there, occupied out there, building relationships with everybody else, you're neglecting your own self. You're not building any relationship with yourself. You're building relationship with everybody else, with everything else that you encounter. You build relationship even with fashion, with your purses and shoes. But you don't have a relationship with your own self. Let's talk about the breaking cycles, or the breaking of the cycles of what we are talking about. So to break that cycle, you got to look into create a new narrative. Replace the story of shame with one of worthiness. Remind yourself that you are not your mistakes, nor are you defined by others' opinions. Practice radical compassion. Speak to yourself as you would a beloved friend. Offer kindness and patience in moments of struggles. Detox from comparison. Limit exposure to media that triggers inadequacy. Focus on your unique journey, not someone else's curated version. Seek true connection. Surround yourself with people who uplift and accept you as you are, flaws and all. Embrace vulnerability. Being real is how you build true strength. The more you confront your fears and flaws, the less power they hold over you. Let me say this one more time. Being real is how you build true strength. The more you confront your fears and flaws, the less power they hold over you. The more you confront your fears and flaws, the less power they have over you. Remember that. All right? So learn to embrace your vulnerability. And the mantra for today, I am not my past, my pain, or my failures. I am worthy of love and acceptance as I am. I choose to rise above shame and embrace my authentic self. Again, I am not my past. Feel free to repeat. I am not my past, my pain, or my failures. I am worthy of love and acceptance as I am. I choose to rise above shame and embrace my authentic self. Shame may be a universal struggle, but it is not an unstoppable force. When we learn to silence the lies of shame and reconnect with our inherent worth, we welcome free to live fully, love deeply, and accept ourselves unconditionally. So remember, no matter how much shame you think you have in your life, it is not unstoppable. It doesn't have to remain with you for the rest of your life. Give yourself a chance. Let's go over some declarations for self acceptance and overcoming shame. I declare that I am worthy of love and acceptance just as I am. I declare that shame has no power over my life or my identity. I declare that my past does not define me. I am free to grow and evolve. I declare that I am enough exactly as I am in this moment. I declare that I will not compare my journey to anyone else's. I declare that I release the need to seek approval from others to validate my worth. I declare that I am the courage to face my flaws with compassion and patience. I declare that I have the courage to face my flaws with compassion and patience. I declare that I am building a life aligned with my values, not society's expectations. I declare that I am building a life aligned with my values, not society's expectations. I declare that I will speak kindly to myself and treat myself with care and respect. I declare that I am creating a new narrative for my life, one of empowerment, authenticity, and joy. I declare that I will embrace my vulnerabilities, knowing they are the source of my strength. I declare that I am letting go of comparisons and choosing to celebrate my unique journey. I declare that I will seek and nurture authentic connections that support my growth and healing. I declare that I am capable of achieving mental stability and inner peace. I declare that I have the power to redefine my life and live it fully. I declare that I will intentionally create space for self-reflection and self-discovery. I declare that I will rise above the opinions of others and trust my inner voice. I declare that I will honor my boundaries and protect my peace. I declare that I will walk boldly in my truth, unapologetically, and with confidence. I declare that today and every day, I choose self acceptance, self love, and self respect. Take a deep breath in into your nose and release it out your mouth, letting go everything that no longer serves you. You're gonna breathe in everything that serves you into your nose. 1, 2, 3. Hold it. 1, 2, 3. Release everything that no longer serves you slowly and profoundly. 1, 2, 3. Now, how to accept and adjust to a new belief starting today. 1. Acknowledge the shift. Recognize that your current beliefs may no longer serve your growth and goals. This is the first step to creating space for new perspective. Examine the new belief. Understand that or understand what the new belief entails. Ask yourself, why do I want to adopt this belief? How will it benefit me? Does it align with my core values and goals? 3. Challenge resistance. Resistance is natural. Identify fears or doubts holding you back. Journal or meditate to explore these feelings. Affirm to yourself, I am open to new ways of thinking and being. 4. Commit to repetition. Okay? Commit to repetition because that's how you learn best, through repetition. If you keep repeating and practicing, there you go. That's how you download. So, new beliefs require repetition to take root. Create affirmation, create affirmations related to the belief, and then repeat them daily, especially during quiet moments or meditation. 5. Visualize living the belief. Like, visualize your own life truly going or accessing that new belief. Thank you, love. Thank you. Welcome. So, to visualize, you're going to envision yourself fully embracing and living out the new belief. Grand rising, beautiful goddess. So, what do you feel? How does your life change? What habits or actions align with this belief? You just don't want to adopt a new belief just to adopt it or just a trend. But you want to do so because it is something rather that aligns with your value, with your core values, with your belief, with your destiny, with your even destination, with your plans, with yourself. Okay. 6. Surround yourself with supportive environments. So engage with people, books, podcasts, or communities that reflect your new belief. Distance yourself from environments that contradict your desired mindset. So maybe now you have created this new belief that you actually believe in self-care, you believe in self-love, you believe in self-worth, and all of a sudden your environment does not believe in that. Your environment, is very toxic, very chaotic, full of mayhem, and they're discouraging you from engaging with your tribe or with books that support you, that teach you, or with podcasts that encourage you, or with communities that elevate you. So they're trying to discourage you from being your best self, from elevating, from levitating, from being your best self. So you have to distance yourself from such environment because it contradicts with what you're trying to accomplish. It contradicts with your desired mindset. So if you continue to go with the flow that they're providing, you'll never get to where you want to. You'll never get where you desired to be. You'll never bring your manifestation to pass. So folks like that, environment like that, usually block your blessings. They block your manifestation. When someone come to support you and they start questioning you, they start questioning the person's ability to see worth, to see value, because they picked you. So 7, practice gradual implementation. Okay, we're going gradual. So start small. Take one action daily that reflects the belief. Monitor your progress and celebrate your victories. No matter how minor it may seem, it's a big deal, because if you did not do that, you wouldn't be able to go to the next step. So it's step by step. Be gradual about it. Don't jump thinking that you're just going to be a Rome in one day. It's going to take a minute. If it only takes one day for you to build your dreams, then that dream must be very tiny. When you're visualizing and thinking about your dreams that you want to bring to reality, it ought to make you shake. It ought to bring you fear. Not because you're unable to do it, but it's so big, it's never been done before. Hey King, how are you? Welcome. Okay. 8, be patient and kind to yourself. Beautiful. Okay. I am wonderful and grateful. Never complain. Thank you. So, number 8, be patient and kind to yourself. Changing beliefs is a process. Forgive yourself for setbacks. Reaffirm your commitment to growth. 9, thank you, thank you. Evaluate and reinforce. Periodically reflect on how the belief has impacted your life. So ask yourself, has it brought clarity or peace? Do your actions align with your new mindset? Adjust as needed. Ensure the belief supports your growth. 10, anchor the belief. Strengthen the belief by trying it to your identity. Okay? So you're going to connect it with your identity to see if it actually works. For example, I am someone who prioritizes mental peace. You see, that's a belief where you adapt the belief of mental peace. So then you tell yourself, I am someone who prioritizes mental peace. So meaning that anywhere you go, you're exposed to whatever If it doesn't bring mental peace, you're out. But don't say that. And when you don't find mental peace in the place that you are, you take a step back. Don't take a step back from the beliefs that you're trying to anchor in your life. Otherwise, again, you'll never get to where you're trying to, or even where you're meant to be. Another example is, I believe in my ability to evolve and thrive. So this is the belief, another belief that you can anchor. Like somewhat people don't believe you, or your environment don't see your self-worth, or don't see your worth. They don't see value in you. So you have to see value in yourself. You have to believe in your own ability to thrive. To thrive, you have to believe in your own ability to evolve. Therefore, you tell yourself, I believe in my ability to evolve and thrive. 11. Stay open to growth. Remember, beliefs are tools, not prisons. So that means anytime you can grow, anytime you can add to it, anytime you can modify it to be better. So today you might believe that you can make $10,000 a month. Well, by next year or in 6 months, you may upgrade your belief to believe, instead of making 10,000 a month, now I'm gonna make 10,000 a week. So remember, beliefs are tools, they are not prisons. Stay flexible and willing to evolve further as life teaches you new lessons. So at some point, you may have believed that all you were worth is 10,000 a month. So once you understand your value, you understand your worth, you understand what you bring to the table. Therefore, now you say, you know what? um Life has taught me new lesson. Therefore, I'm ready and I'm flexible and I'm willing to evolve further. I'm willing to upgrade. I'm willing to do better. But that only happens when you stay open to growth. You back, Queen? Welcome. Mm, okay. Funny as I said that, and someone by that name come up too. Welcome. Affirmation for belief adjustment. Are you ready? I am open to embracing belief that empower me. I am open to embracing beliefs that empower me. I trust in my ability to grow, learn, and align my life with what serves my highest good. One more time. I am open to embracing beliefs that empower me. I trust in my ability to grow, learn, and align my life with what serves my highest good. So, in conclusion, accepting and adjusting to a new belief is both an act of courage and a declaration of self-love. It requires patience, commitment, and an open heart. By recognizing the power of your mind and the influence of your environment, you can transform your thoughts, actions, and ultimately your life. Thank you, King. Beliefs shape the lens through which you view the world as yourself. by consciously choosing to adopt beliefs that empower, uplift, and align with your highest self, you reclaim your personal power. Every step you take toward integrating a new belief is a step toward freedom, growth, and fulfillment. Trust the process. I know a lot of times people just want to skip it all and lend, but no, you got to slow down and you need to trust the process. Honor your journey and remind yourself that transformation is not only possible, it's inevitable when you commit fully to the work. You are the architect of your thoughts. And with every belief you embrace, you are building a life that reflects your truest and most powerful self. You are the architect. You are the architect of your thoughts. And with every new belief you embrace, you are building a life that reflects your truest and most powerful self. You are the architect of your thoughts, and with every new belief you embrace, you are building a life that reflects your truest and most powerful self. I wanted to also remind you how to apply this knowledge today, because a lot of times it's easy to hear everything, it's easy to go about collecting information, but if you're not applying everything that you just learned, what's the purpose? So, one, you can start applying this message or this knowledge through self reflection. Begin by self reflecting on the beliefs that you are currently shaping your life. Take a few moments to journal or meditate on these questions. What belief is holding me back? What new belief can propel me forward? Two, set a clear intention. Decide on the new belief you wish to adopt. Write it down as a positive statement, such as, um, I am deserving of love and success, or I have the strength to overcome any challenge. So decide on the new belief you wish to adopt and write it down as a write don't just write it down, but write it down as a positive statement. Like I just told you, I am deserving of love and success. Or if it's something different, like I have the strength to overcome any challenge. Three, mindful mindful repetition. Repeat your new belief throughout the day. Use affirmations to anchor this belief in your subconscious. Say it out loud. Write it down or set reminders on your phone to reinforce it. Four, take aligned actions. Act in ways that reflect your new belief. If you believe you are worthy of respect, set boundaries that affirm your worth. If you believe you are capable, take one step toward take one step today toward a goal that aligns with your potential. 5. Challenge your old patterns. When old limiting beliefs arise, gently challenge them. Remind yourself that you are rewriting your own story and that those beliefs no longer define you. Number 6, surround yourself with support. Seek out people, environments, or content that reinforce your new beliefs. For instance, if you are embracing self worth, invest your time with those who uplift and celebrate you. But you cannot be celebrating self worth if you are around people that are toxic and that are putting you down. 7, celebrate your small wins. Thank you. Thank you, dear. Celebrate your small wins. Acknowledge every moment you embody your new belief. Each step forward, no matter how small, deserves recognition. 8, gratitude practice. End your day by reflecting on how this new belief has influenced your thoughts and actions. Express gratitude for the progress you've made, however small it might feel. By applying these steps, you'll start integrating your new belief into your life, allowing it to become a natural part of your mindset and actions. The key is consistency and compassion as you navigate this transformative process. So now, let's go even deeper. Let's go for a spell for mental clarity and balance. And I know when I say spell, sometimes some people might feel like, ooh, but every word that comes out of your mouth is a spell. I want to remind you of that. So now you know a spell is not a matter of a grimoire. It's not a matter of a witch. It's not a matter of a voodoo practitioner. It's not a matter of a hoodoo practitioner. Spells are every word that are out of your mouth. So when I say spell here, I'm just probably coming up with a different way that you can go about expanding it, that you can go about utilizing it. Okay. In such a way like you create a new frequency, a new environment that may better your spell. But it's not, don't think that when I say your spell it's something new. You do spells every day. Every word out of your mouth is a spell. Some of you have good spells, some of you have bad spells. So you always do your best to have good spells, meaning that you speak well about yourself. You speak life over yourself. You speak positivity into your life. Okay? Thank you for the gifts. So this spell is designed to help ground your energy, promote mental clarity, and create an environment for inner peace. It's not a substitute for professional help, but can complement your journey toward healing. So, whatever it is that you're going through, I'm not advising you to quit, to stop what you're doing. Okay? I'm not taking over whatever it is that you're doing. you know. But I'm just letting you know this is just something you can use. It's like if I say, drink beet juice. I'm not saying for you not to drink water, but I'm just saying, well, since you do have a lack of blood in your system, why don't you consider having beet juice, because that can help you. Get it? Um so again, this is just something to complement your journey toward healing. So the materials you may be needing for this would be one, a white candle, which symbolizes purity and mental clarity, a bowl of water, number two, a bowl of water representing emotional stability, three, a piece of amethyst, clear quartz, or grounding crystal. That's optional, that's up to you, and depending on your knowledge of crystals. Four, dried lavender or chamomile for calming energy. Five, pen and paper. Six, salt for protection and grounding. You can't have a spell without water and salt. And as you see, there's nothing cuckoo or woo woo that I give you here. Everything is stuff that's probably between your kitchen and your bathroom and your room. Okay? White candle, a bowl of water, a piece of crystal, dried lavender or chamomile, pen and paper, salt. Now for preparation, find a quiet, sacred space where you won't be disturbed. Second, place the candle in front of you with the bowl of water nearby. Three, sprinkle a circle of salt around your space or sit in a natural area that feels grounding, like near a tree or a body of water. And you don't have to feel woo woo about the salt. If you don't want to sprinkle, you can always take a container. Like I like to use a coconut bowl, or a bamboo bowl. Just put the salt in there, or if you have copper, just put the salt in there next to you, just like the water. Okay. And again, this is not an obligation. This is just a suggestion for my subscribers who are already on that route. So now let's get to the spell. One, light the candle. As you light the candle, say, "This flame is my guide. It burns away the fog, clouding my mind, and lights the path to clarity and peace." Again, this flame is my guide. It burns away the fog, clouding my mind, and lights the path to clarity and peace. Set your intentions. Number two, set your intentions. Write down the old beliefs or mental patterns you want to release. Then, on a separate piece of paper, write the new belief you want to adopt. And remember, we talked about this earlier. You do the same, King. Thank you. 3, speak the release. Hold the paper with your old beliefs and say, "I release the chains of confusion, doubt, and fear. These thoughts are not my truth. They have no power here." Burn the paper in the candle flame if safe. and or you can choose to tear it into small pieces and immerse it in the bowl of water. Sometimes it is also interesting to use, if you have, some scissors that you dedicate for that purpose, you could take those scissors and just declare that I'm cutting off all that no longer serve me, as you're saying that I release the chain of confusion, doubt, and fear. I'm cutting them into pieces and to the abyss of nothingness. These thoughts are not my truth. They are not my own, and I release them. They have no power over here. They have no power over me. And so be it. You could do that. 4, affirm the new. Hold the paper with your new belief and speak aloud, repeating 3 times. Okay? You're going to say this 3 times. And again, if you want something more custom, you can always reach out to me. This is my truth, my clarity, my peace. I am balanced, whole, and in harmony with myself and the universe. This is my truth, my clarity, my peace. I am balanced, whole, and in harmony with myself and the universe. You got that? Now, number 5, ground and close ground and close. Because you remember we talked about, if you are a subscriber recently, that a lot of times, thank you, Queen. A lot of times people open up portals, but they don't close them. So you got to make sure that after you did what you needed to do, you got to ground and you close. If you have a crystal, hold it in your hand, feeling its energy stabilize you. Sprinkle a pinch of salt into the bowl of water and say, with this salt, I seal my peace and protect my mind. Blow the candle. And when I say blow, I'm not talking about blowing air, but it's just a terminology. The way we put out candle is usually by just pinching it. Okay? If you're able. If not, you can always take a towel, wet it with water, and you like pinch the heads to put it out. Usually it's not necessarily recommended to blow on the candle because it's considered like you're blowing your own soul or whatever. So put the candle out. Let me say it that way instead. Put the candle out and thinking and be thankful for the guidance. So now, when is it best to perform this? Well, the best timing would be during a full moon, like last night. And again, in full moon, it the energy is active days before and days after. So you can still perform this today or practice this today. Um, so the best time is during a full moon to release old energy and to set powerful intentions, because the full moon is always good to release energy, to release what no longer serves you, and to adapt new energies, new upgrade, new ways, new intentions to to continue with your journey. So the full moon is the best time for that. And for daily practice, if your mental imbalance is persistent, if you're a person who's having issues with psychosis, being balanced, repeat the affirmation part of of this ritual each day, otherwise morning, each morning or evening to reinforce your focus. Or you could do it just like the 369. You could do it daytime, morning once you just get up. You could do it in the middle of the day. You do it in the morning 3 times, you do it in the middle of the day 6 times, and you do it at night before you go to sleep 9 times. So you could use this like a 369. So again, you would say it 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the middle of the day, 9 times before you go to bed. Now, follow up actions. After the rituals, invest about 10 minutes in meditation or mindful breathing to center yourself. Engage in grounding activities like walking barefoot in nature, if that's a possibility. Obviously, if you're in the East Coast, if you're in New York right now, that's not a possibility. You'll be freezing your toes in the snow. Drinking calming tea is another way. Lavender and chamomile in this case is best. You can also journal your thoughts. So, by aligning this spiritual practice with practical steps for self care and healing, you can support your mental balance and inner harmony. In closing, as you step forward from this sacred moment, carry the peace and clarity your you've invoked within yourself. Remember that true transformation begins with intention and is sustained through consistent practice. You are not alone in your journey. There is strength in seeking help, beauty in embracing your flaws, and power in rewriting your story. Trust the process and honor the small victories along the way. The moon's energy tonight reminds us that just as it waxes and wanes, so too do our struggles and triumphs. What feels overwhelming today will diminish tomorrow. And every step you take brings you closer to your highest self. Now breathe deeply, let go, and walk forward with purpose. You are whole, you are worthy, and remember, you are enough. Take a deep breath in, pulling into your nose everything that serves you, and exhale slowly, letting go everything that no longer serves you. Thank you for your presence. Remember, you are whole, you are worthy, and you are enough.